Hey guys, this is Brett with David's World Cycle, and I wanted to come out and talk about essentials. When you purchase a bike with the David's World Cycle Group, we're going to hand you what we call an essentials card in the store, and it's going to talk about some of the things that are necessary to make your ride either safer or more fun, and certainly more enjoyable. So I'm going to point out a couple things on my bike to you. Now, I've got a road bike that I ride where I do the spandex and get all geared up and everything, but this is my bike, Frankenstein. Frankenstein was put together with pieces and parts from other bikes and was modified. And Frankenstein is the one I ride around the neighborhood. Hey, if I was just going to take a casual ride on the trail, I have flat pedals on Frankenstein, so I don't use clip-in shoes or anything fancy like that. So I'm going to introduce you to the things that I use on Frankenstein when I go riding.
3.
Hey, first and foremost to me, when I get ready to go for a bike ride is, I want to protect my noggin because I like what's inside of my head. So I do wear a helmet. I wear a helmet every time that I ride. I wear it fitted properly and I wear it strapped properly. I happen to ride the Bontrager Wave Cell helmet, the Spectre Wave Cell helmet, and I enjoy it. It's comfortable. It feels good. I strongly recommend you put a helmet on because the time to have a helmet is before your head hits the ground, not afterwards. The second thing that's most important to me for safety is that people can see me. Okay, so I use Bontrager lights, and I use flashing lights, and I use them in daytime light mode. You can see the light up front that's flashing, and here you'll see a reflection of my hand where the rear light is flashing. The reason I use them on the daytime riding mode, or excuse me, the daytime running light mode, is because they catch people's attention. There's been a lot of research done that interrupted pattern that Bontrager uses in their lights helps to disrupt people's thought patterns while they're driving. Here's the big thing, flashing red, flashing white, I think it makes people think emergency vehicle, and then it appeals to that curiosity gene within inside of us. My wife calls it nosy, and people want to see what's going on. Hey, they look over and see, it's just a guy on a bike. Good news is, they didn't hit me.
Go.
Okay, for me, another thing that I like about safety, because I do tend to ride in the street, I ride in traffic, is I like to have a rear view mirror. I have the mirror mounted on my left side. That way I can use it to kind of get a clue of something that's coming up behind me, whether it's a car, whether it's I'm riding with a group of people and it's another cyclist. Then the computer. Now when I ride the road bike, I ride a real fancy dancy computer. With this bike, I just ride a very simple computer. Gives me speed, gives me miles per hour speed, gives me the distance that I've ridden. You can tie some other features into it. So it's a very, very simple computer that I use. On my bike, I like to have a place to store stuff, so I actually carry 2 bags. I'll go with the front bag up front that mounts on the top tube of the bike, and in there I can put little snacks, I can put keys, I can put anything that I want inside there that's small enough to carry my wallet or anything such as that. And then very, very important is the water bottles, man, because I live in Florida. It gets hotter than a Mickey Thicky up here in Florida, okay? So I carry 2 water bottles so that I can hydrate while I'm on the ride, because you don't want to get dehydrated, particularly when you're riding anywhere, particularly in Florida. Okay, a couple other quick things I want to point out in getting ready for a ride. I'm a strong believer, I told you guys I do road bike riding, so I do the spandex and all that, but some of you people don't want to do that. You just want to ride around the neighborhood. So what we have is padded bike shorts that look like regular shorts. They got pockets, okay, and inside they're a padded bike short, okay? That's one of the things that's going to help you to be more comfortable, particularly as you start riding longer distances. Another thing in preparation for a ride is to make sure you've got a good floor pump. Okay, you want a floor pump that's going to allow you to read the tire pressure in your tires, because you need to check your tire pressure before each and every ride. You'll find the tire pressure recommendations imprinted on the side wall of your tires, but you need a good bicycle floor pump at home so you can read tire pressure, and you need one that's convertible to either Presta valve or straighter valve. That's a whole nother video. One of the other things I want to be prepared for on my ride is just in case I get a flat, okay? Because it happens out there. So at some point in time, you need to hook up with your representatives at your David's World Cycle Center and get them to help you learn how to change a flat. Now we'll do it for you, but when you're out there on the trail, you got to be prepared to do it yourself. So in my rear bag, I carry on Frankenstein, I carry 2 tubes. I'm ready for 2 flats. I also carry tire tools that are going to assist me. Guys, don't use a screwdriver or a butter knife to change your flat tire. Get some tire tools. They're not very expensive. Okay. The other thing I carry on the bike is I do carry a pump. I carry a a portable pump on the bike, and I carry this so I can pump up in case I get a flat. Hey, when we talk to you roadies, we'll talk about CO2. You can use CO2 on this bike as well. I just don't happen to because this pump is strong enough to pump my bike up anytime I've had a flat and had to change the tire. So, there you see the essentials that Brett uses when I go for a ride on Frankenstein. Hey, get over here to Davis World Cycle Center and get your bike on.